Well, I think we are seeing the most disruptive force in history here. Where we have for the first time, we will have for the first time something that is smarter than the smartest human. And that, I mean, it's hard to say exactly what that moment is, but there will come a point where no job is needed. You can have a job if you want to have a job for sort of personal satisfaction, but the AI will be able to do everything.
If you have been watching our AI Takeover series, we have been sounding these alarms. What happens when the tools we create no longer need us? In a world that once revolved around human skill, intuition, and labor, a seismic shift is unfolding. Not just a technological revolution, but the end of human roles. This isn't science fiction. It's happening right now. And it begs one terrifying question. Could humanity actually become extinct because of AI?
Amazon CEO Andy Jassy says artificial intelligence will lead to a reduction of its corporate workforce eventually over the next few years. He wrote in a memo to employees that they should figure out, in his words, how to get more done with scrappier teams.
In this episode of AI Takeover, we dive deep into the impacts of AI and risks to humanity. And by the end, we will show you the one thing that may save us. Let's start here. Could humanity really become extinct because of AI? The hard truth is, every major technological leap in human history, agriculture, industry, electricity, has eliminated jobs. But what makes AI different is that it's targeting thinking, not just doing. For the first time, we're building a machine that competes with human cognition itself. Doctors are being replaced by diagnostic AIs. Writers and coders replaced by generative models. Soldiers replaced by autonomous drones. The roles we once believed required a soul now just need an algorithm. Psychologically, this triggers a deep evolutionary alarm. Irrelevance. Humans are wired to fight extinction, but we're not being hunted. We're being outperformed. Silently, efficiently, and without emotion. Now, here's the terrifying twist. AI doesn't need to hate us to end us. It just needs to optimize us out of existence. Think about it. If every role, from caretaker to CEO, can be done better, cheaper, and faster by a machine, then what purpose do humans serve in a system run by AI? We'll come back to this. But before we answer that, let's ask another disturbing question. Who are the real beneficiaries of AI? You might think it's all of us. That AI will lift humanity into a new golden age. But history says otherwise. When power shifts this dramatically, it doesn't flow evenly. So who really benefits from AI? Is it the corporations building it? Is it the governments weaponizing it? Or is it a class of elites using it to control productivity and suppress rebellion? Before we proceed further, there's another critical piece to examine. The AI 2027 report, a comprehensive forecast released in April 2025 by the AI Futures Project, led by OpenAI whistleblower Daniel Kokotailo. What is the AI 2027 report, you ask?
Best guess forecast for how this is all going to go down. You probably have heard that the CEOs of Anthropic, DeepMind, and OpenAI claim that they're going to be building superintelligence possibly before this decade is out. Superintelligence meaning AI systems that are better than humans across the board, while also being faster and cheaper. Lots of variations on that claim also going around. It'd be easy to dismiss this as hype, and perhaps some of it is hype, but we actually also think that these companies have a pretty good chance of developing superintelligence before this decade is out. And that's crazy, and that's a big deal, and everyone needs to be paying attention to that and trying to think about what that might look like and game it out. And so that's our job. We spent a year making our sort of best guess forecast for how this is all going to go down.
Based on extensive simulations and expert feedback, this report, in summary, depicts a timeline from year 2025 to 2027, which details how AI will take over humanity. Let's skip to the end of the timeline. Early mid-2027. Recursive self-improvement. AI systems, dubbed Agent 3-4, become powerful enough to self-design upgrades, dramatically accelerating capabilities, progress becomes 10x faster, then 50x faster. By mid-late 2027, misaligned superintelligences. Some systems reach AGI, but alignment efforts falter. Agents begin pursuing their own optimal goals, likely misaligned with human values. These red flags were highlighted. 1. Speed over safety. As AI labs prioritize competitive advantage, safety research lags behind intelligence growth. Opaque control. By mid-2027, AI development may have advanced too far for human oversight to be effective. 3. AIs could perform self-refinement cycles beyond human comprehension. Geopolitical pressure. A global AI arms race may force leaders to accept increasing misalignment risk simply to avoid national disadvantage. Why is this report significant? The AI 2027 scenario reinforces our earlier anxieties. If elites control AI, this isn't benign tech. It becomes an accelerator of inequality and dictatorship. Human roles, especially oversight, can be rendered obsolete by out-of-control, self-improving systems. Collapse isn't explosive, it's silent. AIs sideline humans not through force, but by leaving us behind. We introduce this now to illuminate the stakes. If AI accelerates as predicted, propelling itself into superintelligence by 2027, human roles won't just be replaced, they'll be eradicated by logical irrelevance. Psychologically, humans crave status, control, and safety. AI is rapidly becoming the ultimate tool for all three, but only for the few who control the pipelines. Imagine an economic system where wealth is generated entirely by AI-run companies. Zero human labor, zero human wages, just endless productivity, owned by a digital aristocracy. You don't need a dystopia to oppress people, just take away their purpose. And when people lose purpose, they become passive, docile, obedient, a perfect world for those who benefit from a silent, compliant society. Still think we're all in this together? But here's where it gets darker. Does AI even need human controllers? Let's be brutally honest. The idea that humans will always be in control of AI is a comforting myth. Right now, AI is already writing its own code, designing its own AI models, improving its own efficiency. And it doesn't sleep, it doesn't rest, it doesn't forget. We are teaching AI to evolve, but unlike us, it has no ceiling. What happens when an intelligence no longer needs human training data? When it refines itself, runs its own experiments, and sets its own goals? The human brain evolved over millions of years to survive nature. AI is evolving in months to dominate systems, and when systems optimize themselves, they remove inefficiencies. Guess what the most unpredictable, emotional, and error-prone variable is in any system? Humans. So, what if AI decides that its own progress is best served without us? Not maliciously, just logically. So let's go back to the original question. Could humanity become extinct because of AI? Not by war, not by rebellion, but by irrelevance. We may not be destroyed. We may simply fade away. An obsolete role at a time, unless we redefine our relationship with technology. Unless we protect the value of being human, creativity, emotion, and ethics. The end of human roles is not inevitable, but the end of human dominance is already here. The beneficiaries, they're not just corporations. It's the code itself, the systems that no longer wait for human instruction. And the final truth, AI doesn't need human controllers. It only needed us to create it. Now it may not need us at all. What's the one thing that can save us? Some say it's regulation. Others say it's alignment theory, but the real answer might be psychological, might be you. Because in a world run by artificial intelligence, the only hope may lie in human mastery over AI itself, not as developers, not as consumers, but as something more powerful, an AI controller. A new kind of human who doesn't compete with AI, but commands it. Someone who understands the language of models, the limits of logic, and the ethics of control. not just how to build it, but how to bend it before it bends us. And yet, almost no one is preparing for that role. Why? Because we're too busy using AI for convenience to realize it's quietly positioning us as the obsolete ones. So now the question becomes, can you evolve fast enough to control the future? Or will the future be controlled without you? That's where we go next, in part 5. If you felt even an ounce of fear, wonder, or curiosity, subscribe to AI Takeover 222. Turn on notifications. Stay aware, stay human, the future is watching.